I was asked to talk a little bit about one of my brother seminarians, Jason Marshall, the late Jason Marshall. And this is something that's dear to my heart. I went to school with him this past year at the Josephinum, and he was my classmate. Would sit, just a few feet away from me. We'd give each other that look whenever a professor would just keep droning on, and that kind of eye roll of like, yeah, I'm in there too. I know exactly where you are. And so he was very dear to all of us. He was just a really great friend, a good seminarian, a good brother that we all looked up to. He was much older than a lot of us are. He was in his 50s, but he had a youthful spirit. And despite that age difference, all of us felt like we just knew him so well. Like he had been a part of our lives for years and years. And so it was a hard loss to find out the tragic accident that happened with that bus in Colorado, coming back from a beautiful weekend at Steubenville, and to learn of his death. But it was also beautiful and grace-filled and peace-filled to learn of the way that he died and the sacrifice that he did in order to help save others. And that was very characteristic of him, of just laying down his own life and his own will in order to help other people. He did that around the seminary. I can attest to just his daily care of other people and constantly checking in on them and trying to give whatever he could to make them happy, to make their day just a little bit better. And so it was definitely a hard loss, but also, in a sense, a beautiful gain for our vocations. I think a lot of us now look to him as this guiding light and this example which all of us need to follow and which all of us want to emulate. And especially as I look around the room at my brother seminarians and just having had this time, these past 4 years that I've been with so many of them, a couple new guys that I'm still trying to get to know, I can honestly say that this is a room full of guys who I think would do the same as Jason, laying down their lives to serve others. And I'm extremely just proud to be one of them and proud of them. These are guys who have stepped up and really are trying to mold their lives in accordance with Christ and his will and to look like him, to be like him, to be that, not that person necessarily that's always has it together, but sometimes to crawl up on the cross with Christ and to be there with him and to remain comfortable in that, just like Jason was.